I need to be more. I think we need to be more precise. You have to say PM.
Yeah.
8:20 in the morning.
That's what I thought. I said I was a bit early, 8:20. Like, really? Like,
as soon as someone books,
He's like got alive. What the fuck did they do?
Do you know what? As soon as someone
the best
books,
one is I rang all the suppliers and said, look, I'm going to be out. I'm put my order in now.
God, man.
And I'm standing outside and I'm thinking, where's everyone? Like, and then I ring the missus up. I says, oh, give them like a bell, see where they are. She says, you're going to kill me. I says, what? She says, 8:20 at night.
Oh my God.
But you standing outside thinking this is a fucking prank, isn't it? They got cameras up me somewhere.
I shot the right building, you know what I mean?
No, you know why? Because he got pranked the other day, innit? What's it called?
Give me your money.
Yeah. They got him with that the other day, so he probably thought, another prank.
I didn't even know, mate. I seen it on my TikTok about a week ago. Didn't think anything of it. And
I saw another dude as well doing something. Leicester.
I didn't watch it all the way to the end. I just like, and then they did it to me, didn't they? Everyone moved to the one side of the room. I was last to sort of on the and no one clapped. It was so like, and I was like,
what's going on here?
Did I say something wrong? Like, horrible. Yeah.
Yo guys, welcome back to the Fryday podcast. I'm your host, Big J.
I'm RJ.
And today we got a legend in the building.
Legend.
We've been waiting for a long time for this one. We got Anton from Gipsy Lane, Chippery. Thank you very much for coming on.
Hey, appreciate you coming on, bro. Finally.
I made it.
Got the right time now, yeah?
Yeah, I got the right time.
So you was there at 8:20 in the morning?
8:20 in the morning, yeah. My missus said, be here for 8:20 in the morning. I've come in the morning, no one's here.
You know what? I was definitely in bed, yeah. And I know what I was doing. I was going through the Leicester Live website at 8:20 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then 8:25 I get up, and then I start my day. You get me? That's what time. What time do you start your day?
I'll start my day. I think I wake up about 7:30 because obviously I've got 3 animals in the house, but they didn't let me sleep in it. So like, you know, one story I said earlier, but wake up at 7:30, go downstairs about 8:15.
And as a chip shop owner?
8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Especially now my son started Sul Valley School.
Yeah.
You know, you have to get down, get him sorted and everything.
Who did school run?
The missus.
Same here, I can't lie.
I did walk him on Tuesday though. He asked me to walk him and I did actually walk him, so it's all good.
Yeah, and is he getting? Is he getting to the age where he wants to walk with his mates or not yet?
Not yet. He's got no mates yet. So it's Billy no mates. So at the minute, I haven't timed how long it takes me from the shop to Sul Valley. It takes me 12 minutes to get there.
Oh wow.
So so I've timed it, so he knows you've got 12 minutes.
Not too far.
Yeah.
All right. So Gipsy Lane, Chippery. Let's go right back. Man. When did it all start?
So my granddad came in the country in the 1960s.
Okay.
He started in Coventry.
Okay, quick question. Let me just stop you there.
Yeah.
Why did they come to this country? Do you know? Or
why? Because they want a better life.
Okay.
He came with his wife at the time. My mum was only like 6 months old.
Yep.
And she came with her brothers as well. And he just wanted to have a good life over here. So my granddad started in Cass in Coventry.
They're working in Cass and that, or?
Yeah, he owned one. He owned one, my grandma owned the other one, like next door to each other.
That's it.
And they started from there. And then they did move back to Cyprus, but then the war broke out in 1974.
Okay, yeah.
So they ended up coming back, and as they came into Leicester, and they went past Gipsy Lane, and it was up for sale.
Yeah.
And
what was it before Chippery?
It's always been a chippy.
Has it always been a chippy?
90 years.
Oh, what?
It's a chippy.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
A couple had it before Brian and Janice had it.
Okay.
And it was up for sale for a long time. And my granddad wanted to buy it, and all the Greeks at the time said, no, don't buy it. It's not going to be good for you. It's not going to be a good shop.
Yeah.
And he says, no, I'm going to make it work. And then obviously he took it over as 74.
Yep.
And 50 years later, we're still there.
We're smashing it, literally the rest is history.
Yeah.
So at the time, did he have any experience of owning a chip shop, or was it just?
No, you had to do it. You had to make yourself
a better
life. Yeah, you had to make yourself a better life. And as he was doing it, he learned how to do it. He had no experience at all.
And do you think the industry of a fish and chip shop was different from then to what it is now?
yes, of
And
course.
what was
I think for like get your fish and your potatoes was much easier then. It was more fish around. There was more potatoes around.
Do you think it was just fish and potato? Or do you think there was like generally fresh products in general?
I think just fresh products. It was more around, and it was obviously much cheaper than it is now.
Yeah, way cheaper.
And then obviously they did have VAT back then.
Oh yeah.
So at the time, so it was definitely more money out there at the time.
So just a question: what makes the best chip? Is it the potato? Is it the oil? Is it what makes the best chip?
It's all you have to put the hours in. Number one,
Yeah.
You have to put the hours in, get the best potatoes out there,
Okay.
get the best fish out there, all the fresh, and then it goes from there. And that's how it is.
So I read on the Leicester Mercury your interview that you get fresh fish every weekday.
Every day.
week? Yeah.
Every day?
From Grimsby.
Oh, wow.
So Grimsby, I get phone called in the morning, and I tell them what I need, and they fillet it for me, and then it gets delivered fresh every day.
And
wow.
Is that the same supplier from since Grams had it?
Yes, same suppliers and potatoes, and that's the way you keep things that work.
Yeah.
Don't change it.
Don't
change things that work.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
You've got to
exactly.
go in now.
Your chair.
No.
So, and that's like work.
I love that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't change things that work.
Keep the chair.
So you know them businesses, have they been passed down from family to family? Like yours?
So my granddad had it.
Yeah.
Then he gave it to my dad and my uncle, his son at the time. And then
What year was that? Do you remember?
it was like early, about 4 years, 1978.
Okay.
And they both run it. And then obviously my mum was expecting me.
Yep.
So my dad says, listen, we can't all be
Yeah.
under one roof. So
Oh, they lived on top of. Did you?
yeah.
So they own the whole property, yeah?
Yeah, so the property's got 4 bedrooms.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
So it's
wicked.
not just
okay.
it's like you go around, it's got living room and it's 4 bedrooms
wicked.
upstairs.
Yep.
So my dad's decided, listen, I need to go do some things on my own. So we bought a shop in East Monsell
Okay, yeah.
at the time, which I was bored on. I had difficult times there because my dad's like dark skinned.
Okay, yeah.
At the time, it was
So in the 70s, yeah?
late
That's
70s.
some hard times back
hard
then, yeah.
time. So he lasted a couple of years there, and then we moved to Barrow.
Yeah.
We had bought the Chippery there
Yep.
with my dad, and then we ended up moving to Cyprus for 6 years.
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
So how did that affect you? Moving?
Yeah.
Was it a young age? Were you still young?
It was a good time for me
Okay.
because over there you got that bit more freedom. It's
Different culture.
good culture. You meet your family and all that.
It does change as well. You need to
Yeah.
travel, man. We've always
You
said
know
that.
what? Yeah, actually, what age was that, if you don't mind me asking?
8, I left. And
That's a brilliant age.
Yeah, that's a
To
good age, you know, to soak in
Yeah,
the whole
to soak in
culture.
that information at that age.
And could you speak both
brilliant.
languages back then?
No, I didn't. So that was a good thing. So I ended up going Greek school.
Yeah.
I had to pick up the language quick, write it, read it, understand it. So it done me a favour in the long run.
Yeah, at that age, I
Yeah.
think that's perfect age you went,
Yeah.
to be honest with you, 100%.
Was it a lifestyle shock? Was it totally different to how you living here? Were you waking up at different times, going different?
Yeah, because schools, obviously it's hot over there. It's 40
Yeah.
degrees.
Yeah.
So you end up getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning to go to school, and you finish at 1
Yeah.
because of the heat. So it's different life.
Do businesses have siestas there?
Yes.
They do.
They
So,
do,
so
yeah, they do.
okay.
Yeah, they do. Oh, they love siestas over there.
Yeah.
2 to 4.
Literally, like,
you're
everyone
not
just-
finding nobody.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
their
what I
phones
found
are
weird.
switched.
Even in Africa, they literally just
Yeah,
they
their
close
phones
up
are-
shop in the afternoon, go sleep.
Yeah. I think they do all over the world. In India, they
really?
do it at certain times though, because nobody can work at them temperatures. It's not worth doing, is it? So, back then, when you went back to Cyprus,
Yeah.
what was the family business back then, or was everyone just working?
Well, my dad was a mechanic at the time.
Okay.
My dad was
Okay.
when he was at the army. He was a mechanic. So he
Yeah.
opened a garage. It didn't work out, and then he was a lorry driver. That didn't work out. And then in '92, Christmas Eve, my granddad passed away. Who had and then it was like in the summer of '93, got a phone call from my uncle. He says, "Listen, I don't want the shop anymore. I'm going to sell it."
Was there a reason behind that?
He couldn't do it. Like with his dad
It's
being
a
there,
graft, isn't
yeah,
it?
with his dad being there,
It's too much,
he found
basically.
he found it difficult.
Yeah.
He had a young family as well. So my dad said, "Whoa, don't sell it. I'm coming. I'll come over." And then since then we've been there, back to
wow.
Lane. So
Since then, it's been a wrap, man.
yeah.
So from then, your dad ran it. My question is, well, I got a question here. What was your first memory of the chip shop?
Well, it was quite funny because my dad's dark skinned, And
Okay, yeah.
So we were moving stuff into the shop, like the microwaves and things that we needed for the shop. And these Asian ladies came up to him and speaking to him in Asian. And my dad was like, I don't understand, but she was carrying on speaking. So that's my first memory when I came back.
That's what they do, innit? They love it.
Explain to the lady, no, he's Greek. And then like, she wasn't having it. Like, she was still carrying on. So that was my first memory when I came back.
You know what, yeah?
What?
You know, we were just talking about Yannis back then. You know Yanni, a lot of people
I
think
thought
he's
it was Indian. Yeah, I did. I did. Hands
That's
up.
what I mean.
I fully thought.
For 3 weeks, so you get the colour. Yeah.
So yeah, Pops took over the shop then.
My pops said, yeah, he did.
And who was working there at the time then?
So my mum was still in Cyprus at the time, so I was only 14.
Okay.
So it was ended up me and him in the shop till my mum came over.
Oh, wow.
Were you going to school in that as well at the time?
Yeah. I didn't want to go to school. My dad said, listen, you have to go to school. Like, you have to be 16 before you
How
come
did you
out.
find school here at the time?
To be fair, when I came back, I sort of gave up on it because I thought my dad's got a chippy. Like, this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna end up stepping up to run it. Like,
Yeah. So you kind of knew your story.
I
it was
knew
written,
my life.
basically.
Yeah, it was written.
Yeah, it was
It was
set.
destiny.
Yeah,
It was
it's there.
Like,
That's it.
That's one of the questions I had, you know.
I was
It's true.
born in a chippy. Like, it was in my blood.
Once you're
like,
born into that sort of business,
Yeah,
you're in
that's
it.
what I mean.
Hey, it's sort of it's
when I
that
was a
thing.
baby, my mum had me under the counter while she was serving chips.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
then
it's in your blood.
It's in your
like,
blood,
yeah.
man. It is in your blood. You can't.
Yeah.
Man, I never thought of that, you know.
Yeah.
So, what age were you, sorry, when you came back from Cyprus?
14.
14, so you come back, Dad's got the chippy now, Mum's still in Cyprus.
That's right.
And then, do you have any siblings, sorry?
Yes, I've got a brother and sister, but at the time they were still over there.
Oh, they're still over there?
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got a bit of my brother's got a 9-year gap. So when they came back, obviously my mum was helping, my sister was helping, but my brother's only like 6 at the time.
Yeah.
So,
So obviously you've come back, mum, brother, sister there, you're here with dad. How was so in the date, you were at school,
yep,
you opened for lunch.
Yes.
So who was running? Just dad?
So my dad, he had
That
a
must
couple
have
of
been
staff that
hectic.
were there.
Oh, yeah.
But I
He'd
used to-
come back for
Yeah,
lunch
I had
and
to come back at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
What?
So my
Straight
dad used
in.
to get it shot straight. So I just take my blazer off. I just go English Martyrs.
Yeah.
Take my blazer off, help him open the shop.
Yeah.
Wait till the staff come at 5.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then I went like round the back, like doing my homework.
Yeah.
Apparently doing my homework. Yeah, but every time he needed me, he shouted to me, and I helped him because
That was
it
it.
was pressure. Like,
So back then, when you're 14, you go into the shop. What was your favourite part of the day back then?
it was just.
What was
like-
your favourite job behind the counter, or was it at the back?
Well, it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
He put me a job to do, and that was
And that's it, you just done it.
Yeah. So I started doing the potatoes.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
he made me do the fish. Then he made me do the washing up, and then he left me to go in the front of the shop, front of the counter,
Yeah.
like and fry and things like that.
Before, did you say you're not allowed to talk to customers?
Yeah, that's the way it was. Because if I found out I was 14, he'll be
Yeah.
like, "Well, what are you doing?" here?"
Yeah.
But-
Shit.
But it's quite funny because my kids, they come in,
Yeah.
they help me sometimes, and they go straight to the till.
Yeah.
They're standing on the till, like taking money.
That's my favourite bit.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. And with me, I'd start doing the potatoes. I thought, it's not fair, is it? Like,
It's not in it. It's not.
Yeah.
Okay, so we spoke earlier about starting times of the day. You said you start at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk us through your day?
Yeah. So get up in the morning, you peel your potatoes.
Yeah.
And then the fish comes.
What potatoes? Is it Maris Pipers or?
No, so most pipers are no good anymore.
All right, cool.
So we've got like this time of year, you've got Accords, Sagita, the best ones out at the minute.
Yeah.
We do them, we clean and wash them, cut them, wash them, and then the fish comes, you have to cut that, no bones in it, take all the bones out.
So per year, how many average types of potatoes are you
Oh,
using?
that's a good question.
Average type. So how many
I
different?
think the most popular one is Sagita.
Sagita.
Yeah, the most popular one we use. That's the best one at the minute. But it could be 5 or 6. Easy.
5 to 6
Yeah.
between a year.
Yeah, in
and
a
that's
year.
that's with the seasons,
Yeah,
right?
with seasons.
Okay.
Because before it used to be like just Morris Piper.
Okay.
But they don't last anymore. They're sort of...
What changes? Is it because of the environment, the weather?
I think it's just environment, and then obviously now they're using natural fertilizers.
Yeah,
where
yeah,
Before they used to like gas them. You're not allowed to use that anymore. So
So that's what's changed.
yeah, it's changing.
Okay, my next question is, how do you know you're peeling enough potatoes for that day, and how do you know you've got enough fish
That-
for that
that
day?
is a good
I
question.
think I've been there that long.
Yeah.
You
Naturally.
naturally you just know.
Yeah.
Like,
I bet you don't even overcompensate as well.
yeah, that's what I mean. So, and then because me and my wife's running it, and you do run out of potatoes, I'll go and put another bag in.
Yeah.
Like, so everything keeps fresh.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
And that's how we do it.
Menu-wise, what's the most popular item on the menu?
So fish is the number one seller.
Yeah, and
Like,
what fish do you use, if you don't mind?
we use haddock and cod.
Haddock and cod,
And we
yeah.
do like small haddocks and big haddocks and vice versa, small cod and big cod.
Do you do the fried Mars bar?
So we don't, but we have customers that bought us in, and we have done it for them. Yeah, this one here especially, yeah.
So we done a podcast one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After the podcast, we went to get our kebab
Yeah.
or fish and chips, whatever. We went to get food.
Yeah.
And then his missus was there. We asked her, if we get it from the shop, would you please do it for us?
Yeah.
And she, within a snap, she goes, yeah, go and get it now. Do it
Well,
for
it was
you guys.
quite funny today because I had a customer today.
Yeah.
And it's just how it just worked out. He says to me, "Oh, can you do me a battered Mars bar?" I says, "Sorry, mate, we don't do them." I said, "Yeah, but I've seen it on the podcast on the Friday." I said,
my
"If you bought me
God,
one,
no way.
I'll put it in for you. It's not a problem." Like,
I think we should have like a special menu
yeah.
item in it, man.
but I'd say what I do sell a lot lately: pineapples,
Pineapple, fried
fritters,
pineapple.
in batter, and people buying them and eating with ice cream.
Is it
That's
'cause
the
of
problem.
TikTok?
Yeah. Power TikTok is like crazy.
Well,
but-
Okay.
to be fair, Magnum and McFlurry, I did
Yeah,
try
yeah,
that.
yeah.
That was a...
Okay, so we're getting on the social media, power of TikTok, like you just said. Do you have an active TikTok?
Yes, we have.
Who does it, Mrs.?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've not got a clue. I can watch TikTok, but that's it. That's all it goes.
Okay, so my question is still on the frying, still on the frying pot. What's the weirdest request you've had to fry?
Ooh. That's great.
What's the
I
weirdest?
tell you what, one of them is pizza.
What? Battered fried pizza?
Yeah, because they do that in Scotland.
What?
Yes, they fry. To be fair, in Scotland they fry everything.
Yeah.
So I think,
I'm sure the chocolates are.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a guy online in. Does
Yeah.
it fry?
Yeah.
Does it fry?
Yeah.
And he just fries it.
Yeah, he'll basically fry anything.
My cousin had a weird one. A chip cob battered in Loughborough. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So you just that looked good.
Battered
I've never done it myself, but that looked good.
Okay, so this is just a story from my side.
You took one of my questions actually because you call it a cob. We call it a cob here, yeah.
Chip cob.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, we're talking about the TikTok thing. So this weekend I went to Amsterdam with my family.
Yeah.
And we love food. So we done the food hall and we done
Yeah.
the chips and that. We were outside the chip shop and there was a family and they was talking a bit loud, so I was hearing to what they're saying. And they were like, seeing this on TikTok, that's why we've come to this.
Yeah.
So being active on TikTok, imagine how many customers that brings in.
Yeah.
And then on social media, you have a lot of people reviewing your food.
Yeah, massive.
I've never seen a bad one.
Yeah.
It's always
Honestly,
been-
you know what? I've never seen a. Congrats, nearly 500 reviews, man. Smashing it all, literally top.
I don't think there's one bad one.
Seriously, there ain't.
How important is customer service and knowing your customers to your business?
It is. It helps because if you know what they're having, it just makes your life. It just makes life easy because you got your regulars and you know what they're having before they walk in.
And you have that relationship with them. You know the family
and you get yourself prepared.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just know if you know what you're having in the queue, and then you look at them and you think, "Oh, you having usual?" And they say, "Yeah." You can get yourself ready for them.
Yeah, you can.
And I think a lot of your customers are regulars because whenever I go, someone walks in, usual.
Yeah. Standard procedure.
And a lot of them ask for my wife because they would order like 2 kebabs and like, what do you want on them? And he says, oh, 1 minute, Danielle knows.
Yeah, she knows exactly what you want. Take the tomato off, extra chili sauce.
And she knows more than that, and it's their food. And she knows
Do you know
more
what?
than
I
them.
remember I used to go to a restaurant, but if it was a woman serving, she puts too much salt on the food, If it was a man serving, does it just right. So I was like, no, get him to make it, to make it. It's weird, you know that, because you want it made a certain way as well.
Okay, so back to the shop then. Like you said, your father owned it, you worked there. Mum came with your brothers and sisters and she worked there. So when did he have enough, or when did he pass on the torch?
So it was 20... just before I got married, so it's been 11 years, he passed it on.
Okay.
Once I got married, he says to me, you know what?
It's your time.
It's your time. You and the missus, you two take it to the...
Was she working there before you got married?
Yes, she was. She was. She came. She was.
How did you not meet, if you don't mind me asking?
It was on the shop.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Go on, lady. She came, she was working.
It was written.
It was
written. That's it. Destiny.
It was written. She sort of trapped me.
Destiny, it's done.
She knew what she was doing.
Did she get a job there first? Or?
Yeah, she got the job there.
Okay.
She it was a lad that was leaving, and then I put a poster up looking for staff, and she came in with her mum.
Okay.
And
she was a customer before.
Yeah, customer. And her mum said to her, "Look, like,
this job going.
Get a job." And she was like, I'm not too sure. And then
she saw you, and then that was it. Like,
he might be. The lad said to her, it was really nice to work here. Anyway, cut long story short, she's been there for 18 years now. My missus,
18 years.
Been together 15. So,
congratulations, man.
Yeah, thanks.
So you took over the shop. Was there any changes that you made straight away, or did you think everything's running fine? Let's keep it.
You know what? It was working fine. Keep it as it is. I'm always make sure the fish is the biggest one I can get.
Yeah.
Always make sure. Even if I lose money in that week, always make sure I always get the size. Because I believe, like, you sell quantity and quality. That's how you succeed in business.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 100%. It's true, man.
With the fish and potatoes, I was going to talk about price fluctuations. Do they fluctuate in price, or
yes,
is it all
they
the
do.
same?
So obviously, when they're new ones, so before in June, when we just end of the old ones, they were £23.50 a bag.
Okay.
Now they've dropped down, but for the last 2 years, they've been hitting rocket high. By the time.
And do you have to reflect that on your prices, or do you try to keep the same?
I'm very fair.
Yeah.
I try not to do it.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes when you're forced to do it, and I hate putting the prices up. Is my number one hate.
Yeah.
And then when you do put the prices, you can't put them a lot. It's like 20p.
It's like slight increase, but I think people need to understand as well. Like, and I think now as well for business owners, it's so difficult.
It is difficult.
And it is like, you know what I mean. So if it's an extra 20p, like if it's an independent business, pay it.
Yeah. Well, you know what's going to happen with the new government now. Keir Starmer, he said it yesterday. Like, expect like in October a budget's going to go.
Yeah, budget's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like.
I don't want to get into politics.
You know what I mean? Like, right.
Because we'll be going for like 5 hours.
You know where it's going though, don't you?
Yeah.
You know where it's going.
But local business owners is not.
Support small businesses, man. Stop buying from
But
big
to be fair,
businesses.
it's the small businesses that keeps this country going.
Yeah, 100 facts, bro.
They're trying to kill him off. Like
facts, man.
Big companies. You mean they take the money abroad. They don't
straight up, 100%.
Well, at least with small business, you know, your tax and your VAT, you mean it stays in this country.
Okay, so also, I was going to actually talk about this. So, you know, general spending, does that ever affect your business? Have you ever seen it like boom at a time where the country's like flourishing, and then obviously in recession, was it like proper down?
Beginning of COVID, it went quite down.
Yeah.
And then we was forced to close
for 5.5 weeks.
Yeah, 5 days, about 6 weeks.
How was that for you guys, man?
It was just unknown.
Because obviously, because for so long you had been used to doing a routine and working a certain schedule, then obviously all of a sudden.
Obviously Boris Johnson, when he came out, I think it was a Monday night. And I remember going to Farmerston to pick something, and I remember all these queues outside McDonald's.
What's going on here?
What's going on here? But they were closing at 7.
Yeah.
But they must have known, because by the time I got back at night, Boris Johnson comes out and says, well, all the takeaways have to close.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. I said to Mrs. Listen, just shut it down and then we'll go from there.
All right, so this is a question. What about for the people that can't cook? They cut down all or close all the takeaways. There is people that I can't cook.
Yeah, no, there is people that can't cook. I mean, I can't cook to save my life, but I can't cook.
It's quite funny. I was trying to fry chips at home and I was struggling. You know,
it wasn't working.
It wasn't working because you got a deep fryer. You know, you just throw the bucket in and it comes out.
Yeah.
But when you at home, I was struggling.
Bro, I was struggling to it, man. Trust me, like I can't cook for shit.
You know, I had to live with my wife's cooking for 6 weeks. I didn't say no more.
That was a real struggle, isn't
it?
Yeah. Since you've taken over the business, apart from, or maybe COVID is your, what's been? I said the question. What has been your biggest struggle since you've had the business?
I think it's the gas prices.
Ooh. Gas prices.
My obviously after COVID, obviously it was all a bit chaotic.
Yeah.
My company was the first commercial company that went bust.
Yeah.
And then they put me on a different tariff with another company. Just a random company. And then I thought, oh my God, when I got the first month's bill, it's like twice the amount. I thought to myself, we're not going to make it.
That's fucked.
Yeah. So that killed us a little bit. Obviously, electric bills went up. It was everything together. Everything just shot up. So it's all steady now, but that's what was difficult at the time.
And if it happens again, I think we're all fucked in it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say it.
No.
You know what? The UK is not prepared. It's just not prepared.
Yeah, no.
If it happens, we deal with it there and then type thing. We're not prepared for shit.
It was a mess though. If you go back and think about it, it was a total mess. Like how they dealt with it and just let
It all goes back to politics. They're all retards. They're all
They were alright. They were having parties.
They're all shotty.
They were living it.
Innit? Boris was having a party.
Yeah.
The other guy was having an affair.
Yeah.
Businesses were going down. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Queen had died and Boris was having a party, bro. Like, come on, man.
All right, so earlier I asked you what is the first memory of the shop in general. Do you remember the first day you took over the shop?
Yes, I do, because we had roadworks outside the shop.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
That little junction right outside yours.
Yeah, and it was so quiet, and I stood there with my dad and I'm thinking, did do the right move here now? Like,
Where is everyone?
Where is everyone?
Yeah.
So that was my memory. I never forget it. It was I don't know how it happened. It was just roadworks outside, and I thought, oh my god, just me and my dad stood there thinking, oh, did it do the right move here? But yeah,
But it worked out in the end.
It worked out in the end. Yeah.
My next question, you talked about fish and chips and that, but kebab, what makes a good kebab?
Yeah.
And do you have any secret ingredients?
For the kebab,
Yeah.
it has to be the chili sauce. Like
Yeah,
the
chili sauce, yeah.
The chili sauce makes it. Like, there's nowhere about it. To be fair, our doner meat is the best meat you can buy. Like,
There you go. You heard it here. Best meat you can buy.
I eat it myself. Like,
Yeah.
You know, if I only eats it, you know it's
Yeah,
top notch,
100%. Yeah.
that's the thing. Everything we sell, I always try, and everything we sell is the best. Like, I'm not just saying that, but
I mean, your
I've been in the
reviews
shop
say-
here when they run out of kebab.
You've been nominated this year,
yeah.
right, for Best Chippy as well.
so we've won
I
it.
saw that. Oh, you won it?
Won it for,
Yeah, they won it.
Oh,
we-
sick.
we won it,
Congratulations,
yeah.
man.
We was on our holiday, and the final was in
When was it?
Nottingham,
Oh, shit.
and my wife flew back.
Region's best chip shop.
Yeah, region's best chip shop.
Yeah, man.
She won the award, and she came back again.
And you won it last year as well.
Yeah, won it last year as well, and we got the nationals in December, November. I'm not quite sure on the date yet.
Oh, we're
Wow.
can they vote, yeah?
Not yet.
Oh, they can't vote yet.
We'll
Alright.
let you know
Yeah.
soon.
As
We'll-
soon as you let
we'll have a post. We'll have a
100%.
post.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. We'll definitely do it. 100%.
Next question. Do you or would you ever consider catering, and has anybody ever asked?
Yes.
Like for a wedding or something?
Wedding,
Yes, we have
fish
done
and
weddings.
chips.
Oh, you've done
You
weddings?
have?
Weddings.
Oh,
We're
sick.
doing weddings. We do. I'll do a church. That's St Gabriel's. I've done that.
Okay.
We've done a mosque in Hamilton.
Oh, sick.
We do that. Just before we went away,
Oh my god, that's
we got a phone call from the mosque. Can you do some chips? And then I delivered them. And then 10 minutes later, Remy come with some more chips. And I delivered them.
top up.
Yeah.
Man,
We
Indian.
pays for everything.
Yeah, listen. I got an idea for an Indian wedding. I shout my cousin, you know.
Yeah.
Next question. Competition in the area. How do you deal with it, or do you get along, or?
To be fair, I don't really concerned. I'm not very concerned. As long as you do what you do,
Yeah.
let them worry about you. End
Yeah.
of the day, you're always going to have competition. Like, we've got someone open next door.
Okay.
But it's what it is now. Like,
It's a dog eat dog world, but I think
Yeah,
you're not
no,
always going to
definitely.
survive.
yeah, that's
That
what I
shop
mean.
in the corner
I think-
keeps changing,
I
man.
believe the shops that are busy are going to stay busy. The ones that are quiet are not going to make it, because especially paying rent this
Yeah,
day and
yeah,
age,
yeah.
you're not going to make it.
Rent and, like you said,
Yeah.
gas and electric.
Yeah,
You gotta have that. You gotta have that thing as well, man. You gotta know your customers as well. People
that's
want
what I mean.
People want to be spoke to the way you want to be spoken.
Yeah,
to,
that's
really.
it.
And if you know what I want, and
Yeah.
certainly you're gonna give me a friendly interaction when I walk into your business,
that's
rather than me walk into someone's business I don't know.
Yeah. You know what? When you walk into Gipsy and Chippy, it's like you're talking to your mate. It's not like you're talking to someone who owns the shop.
This is what I mean. You
They
get
ask about your
that.
family. They know about you.
yeah.
And even
they
if
might
you-
even know your parents.
and even if
That's
you're
what I
new-
mean.
And that's what happens to me.
And even if you're new, they're making the food, they'll get to know you.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is the
yeah.
sort of thing you want that. And
Yeah.
I think businesses nowadays, newer businesses, they lack that.
That's right.
They fully lack that. You don't get that sort of same respect when you walk into
Just
someone's business.
any interaction, just asking about the weather, how you doing. Like, it doesn't need to be long. Like,
That's it. It catches someone off guard. It's just something nice. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Have you been away? Have you planned to go away? Like, anything.
Yeah.
Just
You look like you got a tan. Where you been?
Yeah.
Innit?
That's what I mean. It's,
do you know in the States, yeah, they do that standard when you walk into every shop because you know
Yeah.
there's so much competition. Yeah, you go into Michael Kors there, there'll be Michael Kors down the road.
Yeah.
Hey, how was your day? Thank you for coming into Michael. Is there anything I can help you with?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, are you guys looking? Do you want to do? Bro, you walk into here, they give you a cut of look like, get the fuck out. You know what I mean? Like, well, buy some, get the fuck out. You know what I mean? Like, literally, that's what you get.
All right. So the next question is: obviously, you got family who are staff. How do you choose your other staff members?
How?
Yeah.
Hey, well, to be fair, I'll be honest with you, I leave it with the wife.
Oh yeah.
She chooses them because when we first got together, she used to say to me, well, tell the staff to do this, tell the staff to do that. And I thought, I was like, whoa. Like,
You tell them to do
I was
this.
like, 1 minute, I'll tell you what we do. You're in charge. You tell them. So she picks them and
you hit the nail on the head with that one.
I don't know who's working every day. Like,
she does all that.
Yeah, she does all that. People, like, the girls say to me, who's working with me today? And I was like, to be honest, I don't know. All right. As long as I'm there, that's all.
That's it. Yeah. You just know when you're. You just know when you're working. That's it.
So, she's in charge of that bit. Like, I leave her in charge of that.
Okay. So next question. I asked about the competition. What advice would you give to somebody looking to open up a chip shop?
Yeah, that's a good question.
A fish and chip shop.
I'll say to them, if you've never done it before, don't do it.
Okay. No, for real.
Yeah, that's what I say. I've said it.
It's hard work. It looks hard work.
Customers asked me. I remember years ago, someone said, "Oh, I'm thinking about buying a chip shop in Hinckley." I said, "Listen, have you done it before?" No, I've not done it. I said, "Don't do it." Anyway, he went and did it. 3 months down the line, he closed it down because it's not easy.
Yeah, I can imagine. That's why I asked about
pressure, bro.
day in the life of a chip shop owner, man.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it's not easy. So if you've never done it before, just don't do it.
Yeah.
That's what I recommend.
I love the end chips, man.
Oh, the end chips.
Yeah, the end chips. The small end chips. Yeah, I just think. Listen.
Yeah, the best one. I like them.
You can't beat them, innit?
You're a bit random though. Why did you come out with that?
Wait.
Well, you know, it's so funny. My son don't touch them.
My daughter won't touch them.
Yeah,
You put it on my plate.
Yeah, he likes the big chips.
Do you know what? I'm thinking about chips now. That's why I can't even eat. I'm thinking about chips. Every time we're talking about chips.
The big ones out, like, and then if you don't touch the little ones, he hates them. And then when me, I look for the little ones.
Yeah, I look for the tiny ones. Like, get all the big chips out of the way and that. You know what I mean? Move.
Okay, so it's hard enough running and owning a chip shop. How do you keep going and keep a 5-star food rating? Because I think you've had that from the start.
Just be clean. Like, treat it as your own house.
Yeah.
If you've got, like, today I had extra 10 minutes, I pulled all the counters out, I cleaned behind. Just keep clean. Like, it's not hard. Like, if you keep on top of it and you keep your temperatures every day, the wife does that, by the way. She writes all the temperatures down. And I say, just keep on
Pick
top
up the
of
wife,
it.
man.
Man.
She's very organised.
That's
what I
it.
mean. I can't live without her, so yeah.
Okay, this is the question from cameraman Miniman.
Go on.
Where does the waste oil go?
Huh?
So, the waste, we don't have any waste. And the reason why, because we're busy, the oil evaporates. So more you fry, and then every night we'll just put fresh oil in.
Okay.
That's how we do things.
The more you fry, the less people die.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So that's how, and then that's why oil is always clean, because we don't put too much in, it evaporates, and then we put fresh one in.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a bit of a sticky question. Favorite customer? Who's your favorite customer?
You can't. What was you gonna say?
Mars Bar here. No, they're all my favourite. I don't want to cause trouble here.
There's gonna be people watching this.
Yeah.
Okay, so I should have asked this question earlier. I was actually thinking about it. You said you were born in the chip shop, and this was in your blood. Is your children or is your son gonna take over?
Well,
is that what you want for him?
To be fair, someone asked me this the other day. End of the day, I don't want them to do it.
Yeah.
But if they wanted to do it, I won't stop them either. Because not because it's a bad job, it's just the hours. It's not sociable hours, and that's why I thought if you have a young family as well, it's difficult. So,
but do you feel like he's born into it now? Like obviously, like you were born into it. But you just want him to have a choice.
I think it's different, like because obviously
back then it was different.
It was different. Like at the minute, obviously he goes to school and he's not really involved at the minute. And I think when he
I see him there. He had a guy.
When he gets older. And he says to me, Dad, school's not for me.
Yeah.
And I think, okay.
Do you see him taking it over?
Honestly, no. My daughter, yes.
Okay.
My daughter might do because she's got that authority about her. Like,
you need that, innit?
She tells the
staff. You do need that authority.
She tells the staff off now. Like,
fair. Then,
yeah. So she was only 9, but.
Okay, so my next question was, I've got it here. Region's best chip shop. How are you going to keep that going for the next year?
Yeah.
How? Just keep what we're doing.
keep
what we're doing, and now we've got obviously power. Now we've gone on to the media side. I think that's what we were lacking last year. So now obviously we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, and I think that helps.
You're sticking to the formula. You're not changing anything.
But I'm just So I'm not like our TikTok's literally on the food. It's no like we're just showing what we're doing, and it's no like watching me serving the customer or something like that.
It's just the food.
You heard it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, that's it.
Simple.
Why do you think it is so important, social media?
Well, I just feel like you put your food out there and people are watching, and it just attracts it. Like it attracts them. Like you see it all the time on TikTok, like Spudman and
Spudman's huge on TikTok.
What is he
What
doing?
was that other fish and chips, that chip shop back in a few years ago? They went viral. They had big queues outside, but apparently it wasn't even
that stupid song, man. Bro, it's just that stupid song, man.
That's not lasted long.
That place.
Big league.
It's meant to be a shithole, isn't it, or something?
Yeah.
You know what? I think we need to get some.
What?
The food guys. I watched a couple. There's that best ever food review show.
No, they did one in Leicester. They reviewed that Grizzlies.
Food review club. There's that guy, and then there's Danny, the big guy. He does.
Yeah, he did Grizzlies.
Yeah. I think we need to get that. We need to get them down to chips.
Yeah. Anytime.
100%, man. Defo.
Well, last few questions. What is your plans for the next year and the next 5 years, if there is any plans to change?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to be honest now. We're on live on camera, and we're like, we was going to sell up this year.
Oh shit!
What?
But
don't do that, man.
No.
Don't do that.
But we decided, no, we're not ready to go yet.
What was the reason behind that? Even thinking
Well, my dad passed away in March.
Yeah.
So before he passed away, he was like, go and spend time with him over there. Anyway, it didn't happen. So now he's obviously passed away. We thought we're not ready to move yet.
Yeah.
And my wife wants to move to Cyprus eventually.
Yeah.
But now my son's gone secondary school, and then shop's
doing
really well.
Yeah. And the kids are settled, innit?
And the kids are settled. So I don't want to move. And I'm quite happy where I am at the minute. So I think we'll be staying for a few more years.
Yeah, man. Stay, bro. That's the problem as well. You know, when businesses that are owned by families, they sell up to another, let's say to another owner.
Yeah.
The standards drop.
Oh yeah,
the prices
that's what
go
I mean.
up, and it hurts feelings and shit. Do you know what I mean? It's not
hard because it's
That's the worst. Yeah.
It's emotional. So
it's not a business, like it's a family business. Do you know what I mean?
What's the most rewarding part of owning a chip shop?
Just make everyone happy.
Yeah.
You mean you mean to come in?
Food is happiness, isn't it?
It is happiness
100%.
because things are so expensive now. If you take food home and you're not enjoying it, and you end up throwing it in the bin, it's too expensive. You can't.
Yeah, Uber Eats is minimum £20. It's so expensive.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Literally, it's so shit.
Yeah.
My other question was, how do you measure your success? But I reckon it's just people keep walking into the shop. When you keep seeing the same faces,
actually,
you know you're doing something right.
You know, that's what I mean. Yeah. And that's what it is. You keep your regulars. Yeah. You end up getting a couple more every week. That's it. That's what you need.
You know what? There are a lot of chippies in Leicester, right? Yeah. We know this. How come we don't see many on Uber Eats and Just Eat and places like that? You'd see all the chain places, but you see some of the...
It's because they inflate the prices on there, innit, man?
So if you go with Uber Eats or whoever, it's 30%.
Oh, I know they inflate. I know.
And then it's £6 delivery. So
and do they charge the business as well for the?
So they charge me 30%.
Oh fuck.
So my dad used to say to me, it's like having a secret partner in your shop, and that's what it's like. 30% at your. So you have to put the price up yourself to get that 30% off, and then they charge people £6.
Headache, man. But I don't believe you don't need it, man.
No, they need it, and it's not nice anyway. You got a queue of customers, and you got Uber Eats guy just.
Yeah, waiting around now. It actually ruins the look of your shop, innit?
It does.
You see bare man standing around with scooters.
Yeah. And then today, I was in town this morning.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Getting his breakfast.
And then I was seeing these Uber Eats hanging around. And the bags that they deliver the food in, it's disgusting. Like,
I know. They don't clean those bags and shit.
They don't clean them.
You know those bags ain't being cleaned, innit?
So I'd rather not.
All the time it goes on the counter, and then in the bag, and then counter in the bag. And
I've got a good question leading up from this. What is your favourite takeaway?
Ooh.
So, I eat chips every day. All right.
You don't look like you do.
Yeah, that's it.
I do. But if I'm in town, I do. My go-to is Popeyes. at the minute.
Popeyes
at the minute. Now,
in America, Popeyes rated, isn't it, man?
I've got a thing about chicken anyway, so I want something different from fish and chips.
Yeah,
so
yeah, of course.
If I do go out, that's my
Popeyes.
Popeyes, yeah, that's one, yeah.
Okay, I was supposed to ask this a question earlier as well. So you said you work 7 days a week, right? The shop service. How do you juggle family life, and how did you juggle family life when your family was young?
We just did it together. Me and the missus just did it together. So when they were babies, she used to do the morning and I used to do the night.
Okay.
So we used to swap. So I used to work in the morning till, I'd say 6, 7, and then I used to go back, bathroom, put them to bed.
Yeah.
Now, it's same again. So she deals with them in the day, takes them to school and whatever, and I'll work. And like tonight, they both had football training.
Okay.
So I dropped one at Birstall at 6, and then another one at 7 at Syston. So you just do it.
It's just part of life, isn't it?
Yeah, you just do it. Like, you just have to get on with stuff.
You know, there's a few businesses I would say like that. Like, you know, if you're in a shop, a corner shop, or like a news agency, it's shop life, innit? You have to wake up early.
It's a life. It's a life.
Graft, innit?
Yeah, it's a graft.
We're that used to it now. You just do it.
It's a second nature. You get stuck in that cycle,
what I mean.
and that's it. It's just like, it is what it is, man.
Well, I think we've got through all the questions.
Yeah, man.
Thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you coming on, bro. Thank you so much.
Just a quick one before we go off air.
Yeah.
We're celebrating 50 years on the 29th of September.
29th
wicked,
September.
man. Congratulations.
We are paintballing at... paintballing. We have a lot of kids' activities. I don't know why we're paintballing. Is that Malibu?
He was dreaming then.
Yeah.
Paintball on the kids, yeah.
Yeah, we have kids and then we're going to do good special. We're going to do a big offer on chips.
Yes.
We've been there 50%. We've been there for 50 years.
Yeah.
We're going to do 50% on the chips.
Wicked.
Just say thank you to customers,
Yeah,
obviously, for over the years and obviously voting for us. So,
one question actually I missed out, man.
Yeah.
What is your hobbies outside from the shop? Because obviously it takes a lot.
I love football.
Okay, yeah.
I'm an Arsenal supporter, so
He's a good
I
one.
love football.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my hobbies. Just watching the kids and help them train.
That's
That's
it.
for me. I love football.
That's it.
And another question I had, sorry, I should ask this earlier as well. How important are family holidays?
Very important. So in July, I close the shop for 3 weeks.
Yep.
At Christmas, I close the shop for 2 weeks. Because obviously during Christmas, the fish is frozen, so we need to sell fresh anyway.
Yeah.
Easter, I close for another week. So I'll just make it up that way.
Yeah.
It's good that you shut off and you make time for the family.
Yeah, sure,
man.
yeah, of course it is.
So
Like,
good,
family
honestly.
comes first. Like, and all the
100%,
rest
man.
comes after. Like,
You know what it is as well? It just reflects your personality as well and how you are a
course.
person in the
Yeah, of
family.
Yeah,
course.
Very
defo.
important, man.
yeah.
For real.
Thanks very much for coming on again.
Thanks for having me
Yeah,
on.
man.
Big up all the sponsors. Big up RS Glass and Glazing Limited. Big up Mama's Kitchen. We got our curries ready. Ready to keep us powered. Big up Improve Designs.
Big up Man-Made Barbers, and I do have a question
yeah.
because he told me an opinion on something, and I just couldn't believe it.
Go on then.
What's your favorite movie trilogy?
Ooh. Oh, why is this? Because of the Toy Story thing.
No.
So have you heard? I forgot who it is, but he said I'm not going to watch.
Yeah, I know Quentin Tarantino.
Oh,
said
yeah,
that he ain't
yeah.
gonna watch it because the fourth one was so good.
Yeah.
I understand that. I get that, but that's
It's Back
why.
to the Future.
Yeah, it's
trilogy?
3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's hard.
What's yours?
Trilogy.
Trilogy. It has to be a trilogy. Like
Oh,
the
now you got
Batman. You can go Godfather. You can Fast and Furious.
No,
But
Fast and
no,
Furious.
Fast and
Furious
Furious
three.
is 7,
Yeah, that's
10
not
movies,
trilogy.
but if you have to say only 3 movies. The rule is, if you go 3 and above, there's so many more. But
What about you, Millie Man? Go on.
If we were
Go
gonna,
on.
John Wick. Ooh.
John Wick.
oh no, not John Wick.
Rush Hour 3 is a great one. Rush Hour 3 is sick. That's a
Sorry, we're gonna go for a trilogy. I'll say Godfather. But if we're gonna go like more than 3,
Yeah.
I love Rocky. Like,
See, Rocky.
you know what I mean?
See.
Rocky, man. Rocky and Rambo, like, it's the one for me. Like.
What about James Bond? Does that count? Because there's loads of
yeah,
them.
No, see, the
like-
thing is, if we're sticking to just 3, like, there's so much less you can say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
me, it's obviously before this year, it would have been Beverly Hills Cop. I haven't seen the 4th one because I kind of feel the same way. Like,
Don't watch the 4th one.
really?
I help you out. Don't watch it.
Yeah, I think I'll just leave it. I
Yeah,
haven't
yeah,
watched
yeah,
it. I'm so
yeah.
excited.
Just
for
keep
it. I ain't
it.
gonna
Just
watch
keep it with free.
Cam said the best one he's
Yeah.
seen is Transformers.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What? Why you? I didn't even read that top 10.
Oh, wait, I didn't finish with sponsors. Big up Flexi Vehicle Hire, Skirt, each and every time. And big up Payroll too. This week we have the Jordan 4 White Thunders, which have just dropped. They've got multiple sizes. Make sure you hit them up.
I want them.
Big up Leicester Podcast Studio each and every time. It's a wrap.
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're going
always,
there
man.
now. We're going there now.
Yeah, yeah.